Welcome to Married AF. We are your hosts, Brooke and Randal Fowler. On this show, we discuss the topics that really matter.
Like big veiny cocks and our favorite TV shows.
So pull up a chair at our kitchen table and hang out.
While I bulldog my nuts.
Hello, hello, hello. Yep, we're good to go.
All right, well, welcome to Married AF, everybody. It's been years, literally 2 weeks.
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Because we did record, we did record it, but we also went live when we went on our date, but we didn't release it as an episode. I thought we were going to, and so I edited it as such, and then you were like, oh no, we're not releasing that as an episode, and I was like, oh, okay.
That's right.
So this will be episode 99, not the one that I have on the computer that says episode 99 right now. Yes. I need to delete that.
This will be 99, and then hopefully John is ready to get the roast of Uncle Randy rolling.
Yeah.
You guys will notice no Uncle Randy chain on the throne here. That was sent to Raiden Overbay today. I just want everybody to know it's gone to him. Hopefully he enjoys it. And that's gone. The only reason I want to say that is because Fight for the Forgotten, which is Justin Wren's foundation, is handling all that. So I want everybody to know that it's in good hands. That's as good of a foundation as there is. That's where it was sent. He's getting everything to him. So, you know, a lot of people get wondering if the shit's going to really reach people, and that's a great fact. If there was one I would, and you're going to be
trolling his social media to make sure he makes a video thanking you for it, aren't you?
I would love that, but no. The kid doesn't have social media.
No, I mean Justin Wren.
Oh, if he wants to wear the Uncle Randy chain prior to giving it to Raiden, sure.
Because it goes to him, and then he gives it to Raiden, right?
He gives it to Raiden. But hopefully everybody has seen that. I mean, I know a lot of people, it's weird. People either think that everyone's virtue signaling when they back an issue. I hope it, you don't want to bring attention to something short term like bullying, but man, if you watch the videos of that kid, it tore me to pieces. That poor kid.
No, it's terrible.
I mean, it makes me pissed off at the schools and the parents and the kids that were like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it makes me angry at everybody involved that wasn't him and his parents, and it makes me just want to hug him and kick all their asses.
Now, having said that, social media is so great that he has already gotten flown to Disney World by Teddy Atlas, and he's going to every event possible.
Yeah.
I mean, he's being taken care of. So.
It just also makes me sad for all the kids out there that get bullied like that, and it doesn't.
Yes. Nobody gives a fuck. And
they're just getting their ass beat and not getting sent to Disney. I'm super happy for Raiden for sure, but yeah, there's plenty more out there that need to just fucking stop.
Yeah, I don't know what kids are thinking nowadays too. They know that everything is on camera, every single thing you do.
Well, I immediately blame their parents.
Of course you do, as do most people.
Yeah.
And want to know why. I mean, everyone knows.
Why would you have children that think that's okay to do?
But going straight from bullying to mocking someone.
Okay. Perfect segue.
I have to talk about LeBron James' wig falling off during his game the other night.
What?
Have you not seen the pictures of it? His wig falling off?
Why the fuck would LeBron James have a wig
I don't know.
on?
Why does LeBron James wear a wig? Anyone that's listening?
I thought he had a shaved head anyways.
No, he won't shave it. His hairline, he was clearly... I need to see a birth certificate. LeBron James looked 35 when he was in high school. First off.
Yeah.
He was a grown man, and he looked 35. Now he looks a solid 45. He's still got the body of a 20-year-old, but his face looks a solid 50.
Mm-hmm.
And his hairline has changed 50 times in the last 2 years. So it's clear he's doing the
plugs,
Bosley weave. No, the weave. His isn't even implants. And in their last game, he got called out by Anthony Davis. His headband had pushed his little front wig off.
Come on.
And it was like, beak.
Wow.
And his headband, the sweat had made the glue come off. What up, Eric? So everybody was wondering what the hell's up with that and why a man with that much money, just shave your fucking head. Why do guys hold on to their hair? What's the deal? Robert Owen and me both Robert started shaving his head, which pissed me off when we were very young, and he had a luscious head of hair. So it was disrespectful to people like me that had to shave it because I was going bald. And I just knew it, so I never let myself get that bad. Robert and his dad, Rowdy, has a huge mane of silver hair that is thick and cush like this bear fur on my throne seat.
Like your old boss, Paul. Didn't he have a thick silver head of hair?
Robert's dad's better than that.
Yeah.
Or the last time I saw Rowdy.
Very nice.
It was very, very solid.
Well,
Eric says it's a Samson thing.
I don't understand what's going on the top of his head. I just looked it up.
It's atrocious. It's rolling up. His weave is rolling up.
It's almost like, it looks like that stuff that you get like at the craft store. Stephanie, back me up on this one if you're listening. The like moss stuff that you get for like,
yes,
when you're doing some kind of art project and you have to have like a forest scene or something, like that moss that you put on. That's what it looks like. He went to Hobby Lobby and he got a bag of moss
and glued it down.
Colored it black to match his hair color, and then like super glued it to his head.
Yeah,
and then he sweated it off.
It's atrocious, dude. I mean, he's a specimen.
Shave your goddamn head.
Well, here, let's take our shot real quick. This is the Astronaut Spicy Dick. I want
Astronaut Spicy
Dick.
Here,
try with me. Yours has a little more. I don't want you to throw up.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, you're scaring me on this. All right. Cheers.
Yeah,
love you.
Be terrible. Love you.
I hate you.
The Astronaut Spicy Dick. That.
As soon as I got it close to my mouth, did you hear me? Like, nope.
It had the white fang, white fang schnapps,
which is basically like Rumplemints.
Yes.
Mouthwash.
Cinnamon, that 50 blast cinnamon shit, and then it had banana liqueur and a dash of grape soda.
Fuck off.
It's disgusting.
That was terrible.
Muddy said that he uses LeBron's hair on all of his model railroad displays.
Perfect. Thank you.
Dave Chaffee. Mos Def is definitely my favorite rapper. That's hilarious.
Nice. Well played.
Done. Well done.
Nice.
All right. So
Both
next thing I was going to ask you about was Julia Rose. Have you heard of her?
Julia Rose. That sounds familiar.
You haven't heard of her because I hadn't until today.
No.
She's not really famous for anything except she was just banned from all Major League Baseball stadiums and minor league stadiums because at Game 5 of the World Series a night ago, when the Astros had their pitcher, they had the camera, facing the home plate like normal. She was standing behind home plate and showed her tits to the pitcher to distract him. And
it's hilarious.
After the game's over and Major League Baseball watched it, she's now been banned for life.
How did they know who she was? How did they find out who she was?
Great
facial
tits,
recognition, tit recognition software.
I don't know, you can look up her tits. But here's the big thing. So she got pissed off, and I'm kind of with her here. She was like, so
I think I heard
all
somebody
these
talking about
male fans can go to a game bare-chested, paint numbers on their chests.
Okay, settle down, lady.
No, but so at the end of the day, what is so different about pecs and boobs and chest muscles?
Do you get a boner when you see a guy without a shirt?
But is that fair, though? Is that fair for the women that want their tits out?
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
It's just, you just can't. I don't know why, but you can't.
Yeah, so that's exactly right. Nobody can say why. There's no other reason other than it gives guys boners.
It's just it's distracting. They're better looking than, and you want to touch them more than guys' pecs.
I've got plenty of super fat friends, guys, that have nice tits. Mm-hmm. Very nice. If you eliminate their bellies, they have tits that are as good naturally as a natural good set of tits.
Well, you've done that to me before where there's like a picture of, I think it was probably a pro wrestler, where you had like the picture zoomed in on just the tit.
If they've got gyno or something.
And then you're like, who do you think this is? And then like, zoom out, zoom out, zoom out, zoom out. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, there's some legit tits.
I don't have a good answer for that though, other than it's distracting and you're not supposed to have them out in public. I know there's plenty of girls that love to show their tits in public as much as possible. But yeah, would you want me going to a baseball game with no shirt on?
No, and see, Rachel Miller just chimed in. She read my mind. I saw her in there. Says it's the patriarchy. That's why she can't. I was going to ask her, does she think it's fair? Because I'm with you on the logical part, but then on the other part, I'm listening to her because her whole Twitter thing, she's all about tits. She loves tits.
Yeah.
Clearly can.
I honestly don't care. Like if somebody else wants to, sure.
Yeah. That's what I can't debate. Like, I don't know. I mean,
but
if we were honest and we were trying to say it's for the kids, it's not for the kids. It's because you don't want your husband to get a boner to the people watching.
Basically.
That's what they're upset about.
Yeah, I mean, and they are different than a guy's. I mean, but like you said, there are plenty of guys that might have a nice set of tits on them, but it's not the same thing. But
Dave just chimed in and said his aren't too shabby.
Dave has maybe like a solid B cup.
Dave has a weird contortion. He can pull his tits in pictures very well.
Yeah, okay.
And manipulate them. I'd have to like touch them and see them live.
Okay.
To really offer.
Well then.
To say whether or not I can support him on that. All right, you've got it pulled up on your phone. Let me watch it on that because I've got some notes of things I want to talk to you about and I can't read them. Okay, a couple things of what catch you guys up on what's been going on since we've been away for 2 weeks. I had the worst day of my life.
3 weeks.
2 weeks ago, had to go for a root canal. All right, my tooth was fucking killing me under my veneer. That was before.
That was long.
I know, but we haven't talked about it on the show yet.
Because we were both on antibiotics when we went on our date.
And that morning, I go to the dentist. I get there at 8 o'clock. I got the first appointment. Nobody there. I've got to piss like a horse. Got no bottles to piss in, nothing. Nobody there. They're supposed to be there at 8. So I have to run to the QT, which is going to put me late, but no one's there yet. So I have no choice. Yeah. Go to the QT, piss, get out, heading back. Every alert light on my dashboard lit up. Check engine, brake system failure, fire, break out, get out of the car. Everything
eject
comes on.
Button.
Then I go to the dentist. We start the root canal, and he's able to save my veneer and everything. But he breaks the fucking file off in my root canal that they used to kill the nerve.
This was like your third visit for this damn root canal. It was like he started it and didn't finish it. It was like, come back. And then like had to come back again and broke off the file.
Well, this is the day he broke the file because I felt bad. Because he broke the file and then he closed it up and didn't tell me until after he had closed it up. And he's like, all right, well, gonna have to send you to a specialist here to get a little procedure done because I broke the file off in your tooth. And I was like, hold up, which I love my dentist. That shot's got me all phlegmy, fucked, about puked in my throat.
Yeah, good job.
But I was like, excuse me, hell no, not going to a specialist. You fucked me. You broke the file off. You get the motherfucker out. And he was like, no, I don't have the expertise or the tools. I'm going to have to send you. And I was like, how much is that?
Right.
He was like, I don't know. I was like, no. I have full faith in you, Dr. Stern. And I sat back down and opened my mouth. And he was aghast for a second. And he was like, he's a very nice guy. But he was He's a black guy that's very white. Very white. And when he saw I wasn't leaving, he was like, all righty then. Opened it back up, and it took 3 more visits. Finally got it done.
Yeah.
So had to go on antibiotics. Truck broke. Fixed all that. The worst start of a day. Remember I texted you. I was like, worst start of a day.
Well, you told me about the dentist thing, and then you showed me the picture of all the lights on your dashboard and shit. Yeah, and then you ended up fixing the stuff on your truck, thank goodness, because we had just spent a bunch of money.
Yeah,
I mean, my car getting brakes and some shit, and
plus it was doable. It was all brake related. I just had to have. It's just a lot of. It's labor intensive, so.
At least we have a garage now for you. It's better than doing work on the truck at the old house on the forest floor.
So the other thing I wanted to fill everybody in on, saw an old man fight at Publix.
Oh, yeah.
This was the coolest, craziest thing I've ever seen. So I'm checking out, or I'm walking through this freezer section to get some shit for dinner. And all of a sudden I hear yelling. Like it sounds like somebody like pulled a gun on the register person. Like it was very loud.
Were other people yelling, or was it just the two old guys?
No, just the 2 old guys.
Okay.
But I don't know this yet. I'm in the freezer section.
Mm-hmm.
So Uncle Randy's a hero, so I run toward the violence because I don't want somebody to get hurt. Here to save the day.
Definitely a quality I love about you.
Here to save the day. Mm-hmm. So I walk up, and as I'm getting closer, I see it's these 2 old fucks, literally like facing off with their dukes like this.
Mm-hmm. They're like, why I oughta.
Yeah, I oughta. And I hear the guy in front. There's a guy checking out, guy behind him. They're the 2 fighting. Mm-hmm. And it's the guy in the front talking shit to the guy behind him because he's letting his groceries touch the other guys.
The most old man argument I've ever heard in my life. His groceries on the conveyor belt were touching the other guy's shit.
And then he kept pestering the guy about
in yelling.
And so the guy that's behind, the guy in second, starts saying...
Wasn't he wearing overalls or something?
Yes, he was clearly a farmer, had a long day.
Georgia.
And he said, what I heard once I got there, I could tell, was shut your fucking mouth. Don't say another fucking word. And they are pretending that they're going to fight for like...
They're like, hold me back. There's nobody holding them back.
For like 5 minutes. And the girls at the register, or the register girl and the bagger girl, are just standing there scared to death, like, what the fuck? So I know somebody's going to call the police. Or one of these old fuckers is going to punch the other one. It's going to be hideous. And so I walk up, and I get kind of behind them in a line, but to the side of them. And I do everything but put my hands on both of their shoulders. And I'm like, gentlemen, neither one of you are going to do shit. This has been going on for like 3 minutes. Nobody's going to do anything. Just go your way, you go your way. And the mean farmer guy's still telling him, don't say a fuck, because the guy's like trying to start saying like, hey, and he'd be like, shut the fuck up, but don't say a fucking word. I'm going to punch your lights out. And they finally
But was it the farmer guy stuff that was touching the other guy?
Yes. In the initial. That's what started it.
And I know that our Publix has the little divider things. All the other guy had to do was take one and put it in between.
But it's like anything especially with guys. Once that guy called him on something so petty, it was over then.
It was on like
it was
Donkey
so
Kong.
Stupid.
Yeah.
But then you get 2 old guys, and it's funny because old men are ornery.
I wish I would have been there. So
old
bad.
Bastards. But the poor girls were scared to death, is the whole point.
Yeah. I mean, no, but I love you. I love that quality about you, that you would just insert yourself right in the middle and be like, settle the fuck down.
Well,
nobody's going to do shit.
You would have done it 3 minutes ago.
Right.
If it was going to happen.
Throw a punch right now if you're going to do it. God damn it. That's what I would have said probably. Somebody hit somebody so we can get the fuck out of here. All right? Jesus.
Yeah. I don't know what the guy that started this, what he was thinking, but he had a son who's like our age with him. And that poor kid was like,
I don't know this guy.
He wasn't interjecting, wasn't like trying to make the peace.
No.
or anything. But anyway,
I'm sure it wasn't the first time his dad caused a scene in public. So he's like,
clearly
fuck. Not necessarily Publix, but public in general.
But his dad seemed like one of those guys that's almost, and I'm not justifying it, but almost like he's on the spectrum to where if your shit touches mine, hey, don't touch my shit. And then he's going to say it. He's socially awkward.
Right.
But then mean, grumpy, regular guy that's got too much pent-up frustration takes that as it was all stupid.
Takes it as a invitation to...
It could have been fixed with, don't touch my stuff, and just been like,
all right.
too old for this shit. Okay, cool. I'll put a divider up.
Like it literally, if the guy would have said that to me, I'd have been like, all right, sir, hang on. God forbid my groceries touch yours. What?
Powerful Muddy and John Buchanan chimed in. Muddy said his wife hates people who give her looks while she's breastfeeding. Mm-hmm. It's almost led to Muddy getting into 2 fights. I can see that happening in real life. And I mean, I'm picturing it. That's hilarious and terrible.
Fuck those people.
I don't know why people do that.
Oh my God.
Crazy.
Well, what bothers me is when people just sit there and stare at somebody, like even if they don't say anything or whatever, it's like, I'm sure she doesn't want to do it in the middle of a restaurant. It's not her ideal place to feed, but it has to be done. So it's happening. And
either way,
and go fuck yourself. They're feeding their child.
What I like is when someone looks and sees it. Like, I'm okay with it because it's different. If you look at one time and then like, oh shit, okay.
If you just happen to see like, what's going on over there? Oh, okay. And you don't want to be awkward.
But it's the guy that looks again like.
Right. And it makes it creepy.
Then it's so weird. And I could see Muddy then striking or nubbing someone in the eye.
I mean, that's just another reason on the list for me not to breastfeed because I didn't anyways. But
I would be in a million fights.
You would have been a nightmare.
I would. It's bad.
You would have been like, go to the car.
No, I'd be like, stand behind me. Get behind me.
Yeah.
Now. Or I'll do it.
Or you would be scanning the room for anybody that lingered for 0.0003 seconds to take their head off. I don't need that kind of stress.
Yeah, but so to finish up the old man fight story, I was wanting to ask everybody, do you ever have those days where you feel like it's the Truman Show, the movie?
All the time.
Because not only did I see the old man fight, and was I a hero, and then when I'm leaving Publix, the woman that walked out in front of me, that checked out in front of me, a very old lady, had oxygen on.
Oh, wow.
Her little tank, and she was getting her own groceries, and I was like, fuck, that is boss. She shouldn't really even be out walking.
People
so she
offer
fell
to take
off the curve. She fell off the curve out front, which I didn't know, or I would have saved her too. But I was checking out. But somebody comes in and grabs one of the register people and says, lady just fell out front. Can you get help? So I wasn't done checking out quick enough to be the first one there. I was like number 2 or 3, and she was being taken care of. But all that weird shit, and I was like looking around, because I have those all the time. I was like, this is a movie.
Why is all this shit happening right around me?
Are they filming me to see how I react?
Yeah. And someone say, good morning, and if I forget to tell you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Yeah, so I was wondering if anybody else ever has that feeling.
When in those kind of situations, where it feels like too many things are happening in public places that shouldn't all happen at once. Yes, for sure.
No, I was on a roll that day. And Publix was popping off.
And it was like
in Canton, Georgia, at like 1:30.
I was gonna say it was middle of the afternoon. Yeah, that's when all the old people go grocery shopping.
Yeah, God, I'll never forget. It's
hilarious. God, I wish I would have been there.
Their dukes up.
I would have been
school
laughing.
Style.
God, I would have laughed right in their face so hard, especially when you went up and said, neither one of y'all is going to do shit. I've been like, ha ha, he's right. Dummies.
So we had podcast of the Roundtable just happened. Those that saw, we had the all women's edition. Powerful Heather won that episode from Zero Fucks Given.
She gives zeros fucks.
Yep. Powerful John was the host. I thought he was excellent.
He did a great job.
I thought that the ladies did excellent. We definitely need to have more ladies that want to do the show. Happy to have them on. We have I have invited Duchess back in the Battle Back already because she loves the show. Joe B is going to be on the Battle Back.
Okay.
I hope Stephanie will do the Battle Back because that way this next episode will be to see who competes with it's Adam, John, and Heather, and whoever wins the Battle Back compete to see who faces Whatsky in the final. And then we're done.
So it's just going to be Whatsky and one other person?
No, John and you. Because that's how the show started. We have to. There's no other way to do it with all the brackets.
Whatever.
You can do one more.
All right. Yeah.
You got one more in you. That can be your swan song. Because I totally get it. Brooke's definitely kind of tired of doing every episode. So that's why I wanted to bring this up. We'll be changing that
and
up.
I told Randall tonight. I mean, we didn't. It's not like it's a big deal or anybody cares. But
it's fair.
I don't.
And it's understandable.
I love podcasts the Roundtable, and it's great being on it. But it is, and you can ask anybody that's been on. It's not a walk in the park. It's taxing mentally, and to do all these episodes, and then John and I are the residents, so we don't. Each of us have won one of the episodes, which is great, and it was awesome. It was awesome to win. I think John was well overdue when he won. But it's tough when you're on all the time, and then everybody just kind of looks you over, and it's just like you're drained. I'm like mentally drained and sweaty after.
Yeah, and anybody that
and I'm like, oh, this is exhausting. I just want to come on and be a contestant every once in a while.
Yeah, and everybody that's been on it, I think, would support you and say, I totally get it. That is it's hard to see what's in it for you if you're not in it to win it every time. But then if you are in it to win it every time, that's almost unfair to the people that don't get to come, so you can't win.
Well, no, and I am in it to win it every time.
I know.
But it's tough because then people are like, oh, well, Brooke is to be on it every time regardless. So, yeah. I mean,
it's all just everyone. It's a weird thing, but I get it. I support you. I want me and you, if we do a season 2, either host it together and then sometimes you compete if you want to. I can help you write questions
and stuff.
Or change it up. I'm even kind of interested in seeing if some of the other creatures want to host sometimes or other podcast hosts, whatever, mix it up.
Yeah.
I like John getting to host it, and I love that John, first thing he said afterwards to me was, I'll never make fun of a question that you write ever again.
It's a lot. You get some perspective.
Monday evening quarterback like a motherfucker. It's tough.
Yeah. No, and I know how difficult I'm always impressed with how many questions you can come up with each time, and how different they are. And then I know John was getting that perspective, being in the driver's seat that time, fuck, this is a lot harder. And just trying to think of questions where everybody might have a different opinion or a strong opinion about. And yeah, he did a great job, and I had fun, and I always have fun on them. I love it. But if I still, if we can co-host it together or something.
Totally.
I do want to be a contestant every once in a while because it's fun, but it's a lot. I've done a lot of them now.
It is your show, like I said. So however you want to do it is fine. When you want to compete. We got people that are. I'm just I
don't want to leave John high and dry.
John is made for this show, though.
Yeah.
And Patrick Motherway, that's so true. Now that maybe he's getting back in the game with his kids getting a little bit older, because he just said, I'm a professional question writer. And he is. Remember, he used to help us with listener questions when we had none.
He was our listener question asker. Yeah.
And he's the best.
Send us your questions for Podcast of the Roundtable. Just send us a bunch as you think of them. Just send them our way.
You can even host one, Dr. Muddington. You're welcome.
You have to come to our house, though, to host
come
it.
to our house.
And sit on the throne.
Stay with us. But no, so what I thought was interesting, I love the fact that Stephanie got to get some exposure from Drinks with Larry, because she's so... I don't want to say underappreciate, but not enough people know how fucking funny she is. She's so funny.
So funny. Oh, yeah.
And she's so funny.
I love having her on.
In that up your ass bro way.
That's how you say I'm funny.
Yeah, but she's great about that. You know, like that. The question what got me with that I thought was hilarious in the whole thing was when she was answering a question and then she was like, "Oh, screw it, dicks, pussy."
She was like,
dicks,
"Oh, that was
pussy.
too serious. I'm sorry. Dick, fuck, suck,
Pussies.
pussy, dick." Was that good? All right.
That was so something
Did
she
I
would
do
say
it?
on Drinks with Larry
Right.
to Brian or something. So I thought she did it. Everyone was so good. That was a tough one to judge, but I don't think anybody could be upset with the outcome. It was fair, and thought Big E did a great job of judging for us. Having went through that, I do think, especially the first one, probably would have helped to have a woman judge for the first women's episode.
I said that to you the other
I
day.
know, and that's part of the hindsight. We're a team here, so I do take your input.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure you added that for everybody else that doesn't know that. I said I think we should have had a woman judge for the first one.
Yeah, looking back, we should have reached out to like Rachel Miller. That would have been a great judge, powerful Rachel Miller. But I didn't do that, and that's kind of learning as we go.
Rachel probably would have voted for Heather too.
Very possible. Rachel loves Stefuxky. She's a big sexual. I mean, she started her career selling dildos and shit. She's
Tom's
all about
not
it.
complaining.
Oh, hell no. So, also, I want to give a shout out to hashtag No Offense. I know a lot of people listen to us for we're a married couple show. Their episode before the new one with John was great. Listen to it this morning. John was a killer. But their one last week was savage. Like real couples that want to hear some real shit. I hate to do this. You need to listen to them sometimes because they are so open. And not only do they share their successes, but they'll share the shit they're struggling with, which is, this isn't a normal, like, because I love Whatsky and Duchess. This is just straight up. A lot of married people need to hear those conversations.
So that's the one where they were talking about where Duchess came out like out of nowhere and she was like, so were there moments where you ever thought we wouldn't make it?
No, this is the one where Chris was like, we don't fuck enough.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I didn't. I must have missed that one.
And
I think I went from the one before that to the one with John.
Yeah, I think you missed because this one was powerful. And Duchess was honest and awesome about it. She was like, I know, it's not been this, lately I haven't felt right or whatever. Yeah. I have to go. I don't want to put words in her mouth, but they handled it so well. Like people don't give them enough credit because they're funny.
And they clearly love each other.
Right,
but they clearly love each other and they want it to.
100%. There's no. Yeah. They're not fighting about it. They're just sharing it because.
And they're sharing it with the public, which is very.
So my point in all this
ballsy
is
and
you forget because they're so much like funnier than us and shit. Like they're a real married. They share real shit too. Like it's legit as fuck.
Yeah.
So
I love
shout
them.
out to them for both their last two episodes. They've been on fire. So I just want to shout them out for that.
I just want to give them a little over the internet advice of just make the time. Quit playing video games late at night and quit editing podcasts too late into the night.
Burn,
Whatsky.
That's your fault.
Show your wife some love.
You're missing out on a pivotal time, sir.
I love you, Whatsky and Duchess. I'm just trying to get y'all naked more with each other.
Yes. All right, we got a couple of a few listener questions that are kind of, some of them are old. But this one's funny. I thought it'd lead to some conversation. Brooke, what's your thought on bros and the bro code?
Bros and the
in
bro
general?
code? I mean, I immediately think of Barney Stinson from How I Met Your Mother. He had the bro code, the book, the bro code.
Yeah,
it was like
I had that book.
It was, well, yeah, but in the show, too, it was like,
Oh, yeah.
that's bro code number 146 or whatever. A bro never, like, uses another bro's napkin or something. I don't know.
Never.
Never. I mean, I think it's the same as girl code, kind of. It's like, okay, now I'm going to sit down even though I'm sitting. I think it's fine. I mean, I don't know what specifically you're talking about. There are so many things. Are you talking about like if you can't sleep with another guy's like ex or something?
No, let me lead you where I'm going because I don't want you to not be in tune with what I'm saying because this ties into what Brendan Schaub did when he recently sold out Joe Rogan and Dana White. But,
don't throw your buddies under the bus.
But here's where as I've gotten older, like in my younger days, and of course, I was a total shitbag a lot of that time. I would say bro code was legit as shit, no matter what. I was talking to Jody B, I think on Twitter the other day about this, because I put it out about Brendan Schaub. And I think he had the best point. He was like, don't put me in your situation to have to lie. That's not cool as a bro.
For sure.
And I know from my younger, I did that to some friends and they'd be pissed. And now older, I totally see that. So I see the bro code. I'm going to say this, hate me or not. When you become 30 as fuck, that has to stop. And maybe it's that when you get in a good relationship.
I think that's I think that's the defining moment is when you're in a good.
You're not happy though, and it suits your needs.
Right.
It's like bro code, bro.
Right, for sure.
But as I got older, because you know about this with some of my friends, I agree with Jody 100%. Like, don't put me in the situation. I don't want to know about your fuckery because I don't want that on me, and I don't want it to hold.
Because if someone comes to me, I don't want to have to be put in a situation where I have to lie for your dumbass. Yeah.
Jody nailed it.
Exactly.
So that's what I'm talking about, bro code.
Well, I feel the same way about like girl code. I don't want to like. Don't put me in a situation where I have to lie to your husband or something. I don't really have any girlfriends, so I don't know what I'm talking about. But
still, totally. I mean, that's my whole point about it.
Yeah. No, that kind of area of bro code, that's bullshit.
No, I'm totally cool with the bro code of like, dude, don't date your boy's ex.
Right. Don't date your boy's daughter.
Or fiance, ex-fiance. Like, there's rules. I mean.
Don't be Eskimo brothers.
That's where Brendan Schaub and
Dana
White. For those that don't know, they're Eskimo brothers via Ronda Rousey.
Ronda Rousey's vagine.
Yeah.
So Travis Brown is their Eskimo brother too.
Yeah. And he would whoop. He has whooped.
He'll
Brendan
kill
Schaub's
all
ass.
of them. Yeah.
He's already whooped Schaub's ass real good.
Real good. That made me
Retired.
So sad. I was like, no. Did he fight him twice?
No.
Okay.
Chad Fackler posting up the Amazon link to the Bro Code by Barney Stinson.
Love you, Chad Fackler.
Have read it. Have loved it.
Yeah.
So, but his Bro Code things are the funny shit, like the don't share a napkin.
Yeah.
And shit like that.
It was for a while. It was like at the end of every episode, they had like a Bro Code number.
Oh yeah.
312.
Dude, Neil Patrick Harris is an American treasure. Hey, Jen Fackler.
He sure is.
Powerful Jen Fackler in the house.
Hi, Jen. He is an American treasure. I fucking love some Neil Patrick Harris. I love that nobody.
What a comeback when he did Harold and Kumar go to White Castle.
When he was that's like one of the best cameos ever.
It is the cameo.
It's the cameo of all cameos to bust up in the scene as yourself and do coke off a stripper's ass
and reignite your career
and
get How I Met Your Mother.
That was how he got, and because he basically was Barney Stinson that movie.
He was,
but he was Neil Patrick Harris as Barney Stinson as Neil Patrick Harris. That was amazing. Powerful Jen Fackler.
And it's still funny with
everybody's powerful. All of our friends are powerful.
He is I would never ever guess he's gay. And I don't want that to sound bad, but he's like.
No, he's the one that that's what I was about to say. Like because he became super. I mean, of course, he became famous as Doogie Howser. Duh. But as he got older, and he had his. I mean, I think before everybody knew he was even gay, he had a husband, and like before it was like public knowledge. Obviously, everybody that mattered to him knew, but because he was famous for being that guy in that movie, and then as Barney Stinson, who's like the ultimate bachelor, and then everybody's like, "Oh fuck!" Like he's such a good actor because you would have never thought if you only knew him as Barney Stinson, you'd have thought he was.
Oh, 100%. He's the most
straight
hetero.
Guy. Yeah.
Or one nowadays, who knows? Because
I love it. I fucking love
great.
it.
But when he came out, then it was still like, what? No way.
I know. God, that was so long ago, though. But it's weird that it was like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. That, but
Speaking of great sitcoms, which we just talked about, Doogie Howser, that's one that is forgotten, and the kids have not re-embraced, because we were talking about how Friends has been, it just relives in every generation.
Well, Friends is a classic that has never gone away.
But it's as popular today as ever. Still on, on demand and Netflix and shit.
Well, it's on like TBS every day after work, and that's what I put on like while I'm emptying the dishwasher and getting like cleaning up right when we get home. It's just it's something I've seen every episode so many times, and it makes me laugh every time. I fucking love that show.
So my first question last night was, why has the Wonder Years not getting that love? No one remembers the Wonder Years.
Everybody our age remembers the Wonder Years. It just hasn't made the resurgence that I just don't think Friends ever went away. Wonder Years is also from longer ago.
Also older people, like 20s.
Yeah, and it was more comedy, less drama. The Wonder Years was more
powerful
drama. Shit. It was like
emotional.
Some pretty fantastic show. Loved it.
Winnie Cooper.
Everybody our age got their first boner probably to Winnie Cooper.
What was his Kevin? What was their last name?
Arnold? I was going to say Arnold, but is that right?
I don't know. In the Wonder Years. Does anyone know? Was it Kevin Arnold? I think it was. I feel good about that.
I feel good about that. Somebody was Kevin Arnold. God damn it.
I feel good that he was Kevin Arnold in the Wonder Years.
I don't remember his brother's name.
Do you remember the rumor that his best friend was Marilyn Manson?
Yes. God, that's just telling our age for sure. His name is Paul something.
Yeah, but I remember when Marilyn Manson came out.
Everybody was like,
that's the kid from the Wonder Years.
Yeah.
I was like, shut your dick.
When did we find out it's not, though?
Shortly thereafter.
Is his name, what's Marilyn Manson's real name?
He doesn't have one.
He does. He wasn't born Marilyn Manson.
That is a tough sell now. When I see Marilyn Manson performing now, I just feel bad. Because he's an old guy, still being
Does he
Marilyn
still
Manson.
do the... I told you about my Marilyn Manson experience when I was 13, right?
Or maybe, but...
So I was 13. Marilyn Manson was not famous yet. Brand new. My first, concert that I went to, by myself, of course, one of my friend's parents was there, but, not with... Because my first concert with my parents was, Dolly Parton and Kenny Rogers when I was 8. My first concert that I chose to go... Which, by the way, awesome. Dolly Parton, Kenny Rogers.
Dolly Parton
shout out to them.
Puts on a show.
But my first concert that I chose to go to when I was 13 or 14 was 9 Inch Nails. And the openers were, and this was in Memphis, and I went with my friend Nikki Kranz and Jackie Soto, who's Jackie Haslam. We're friends with all them on Facebook. I think they both went with me. Amanda. Oh, gosh. Yeah. So fun. Their openers were Jim Rose Circus.
Don't know who that is.
It is a circus act, kind of, where they do things like,
Brian Hugh Warner.
Wow. Okay. That's a Google for sure. Yeah. Nothing like the guy's name on Wonder Years, probably. So Jim Rose Circus, they do things like they hang fucking weights from the gauges in their ears. They like sword swallowing, but to the nth degree. Freak show, basically. And then the other opener was Marilyn Manson. And this was in 1993 or 94, 95, something like that. But he wasn't famous yet. And he did this shit where he had a screen up and it looked like he had this giant dildo, and some girl came on stage with him and was looking like she was sucking this giant dildo. And we're there 13, 14 years old with our friend's mom yay. And then at the end of the concert, so we saw 9 Inch Nails and it was incredible, and Trent Reznor, I was so in love with him. At the end of the show, we're in the lobby of this place. I don't even remember where it was in Memphis, but we're standing in the lobby, and then Marilyn Manson and whatever girl was with him on stage were walking through the lobby because they were not famous. Yeah. And he was just walking through the lobby, and he just came up to I was standing there with my friends, and he came up to me and just kind of got real close to me and was hi. And he had these weird contacts on that made his eyes look real almost like he was dead, foggy. Mm-hmm. It's just so weird. And I wasn't the only person that he did it to. He came up and was just trying, I don't know. It just kind of freaked me out, and
No,
I was
but
like, I was a child, for fuck's
He picked
sake.
you out strategically. You
Yeah.
looked like a Marilyn Manson kid. So he was
Well,
probably
I had on
"You're
like,
my- You're my people.
Yeah, and I was just like, hey, what's up? And I don't remember exactly what he said to me now.
I'd have punched him square in the teeth because it would have scared me, and I'd have just punched him right in his mouth.
No, I was just like, and then like after, I was like, oh, that was the guy that opened for them. I was like, I wonder if he knows Trent Reznor. Can he get me backstage? But then they walked off, and I was like, and then like a year later when Marilyn Manson blew up and was famous, I was like, we fucking met him walking around the lobby at whatever the fuck place in Memphis. But
I've never liked his music, but I've always liked him. Like, he's a very smart guy.
yeah.
Like, he's very smart.
Yeah.
And how old are you, Chad? Because we're 40 as fuck.
Oh, he said you kids are young. Yeah, we're both 40. Randall's about to be 41 next month.
Damn, I am. I am next month.
1 month from today.
Yes. Shit, it's over.
On Thanksgiving Day is the big guy's birthday.
41.
And everybody remember when you're eating turkey that my big man is turning 41.
He looked juice on SOA. Damn, Chad's 49?
Oh.
Good Lord. Damn,
look-
Chad, you are old. I did not know that. I thought he was our age. Old man
Yeah.
Fackler. I love it.
Hell yeah.
Tell you what. Jen,
Killing the game.
Jen posted a picture of her weight loss recently, so I'm not, she posted it, so I'm not saying anything she wouldn't say.
Was it like the before and after?
She looks so great. She's
Well, she
lost
looks- yeah.
so much weight.
That's amazing.
Fucking fantastic.
Well done.
Listen, you infants.
said, "Fuck
that's
you."
our anniversary. Oh, November 28th is their anniversary? See,
What?
that's why
Oh.
we're bonded.
That's why we're like family.
Yes, soul family.
Yes.
Right, as Chad says, fuck you.
I know.
Powerful.
Fuck you back,
response.
sir.
Fuck you back so good, sir.
Infants. Come
Yeah,
on
but,
now.
So I guess, yeah, no one will ever remake The Wonder Years. Clearly, I'm the only one that loved it.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
okay, that makes sense. Marilyn Manson killed Juice on Sons of Anarchy. Yeah, he's a good actor. He's done a lot of acting.
Sons of Anarchy. Okay, thank you, Bethany. Yeah, that's a show that we could binge. It's a million. It's so many seasons probably, but the guy that plays Beta is from Sons of Anarchy on Walking Dead. The tall guy that he's adorable. He's scary as fuck on Walking Dead. He's on Sons of Anarchy.
John Buchanan just said, I love it that you think 49 is old. I think John said on HDL, he's 58.
I don't believe it. I need to see some ID.
Yeah. John's full of shit.
Oh.
He's not 58. That's grandpa old. He could still make more kids. John's going to have more kids. Yeah, Jen's lost 70 pounds.
Wait, but he has 17-year-old twins, so that means he had twins when he was like our age, or like a year. Like, so if we got pregnant right now,
Yeah, he was 40.
that's when.
Powerful John.
Yeah, I love it. Well, there's still time. We've got a slight crack in the window that's open. A slight shimmer of light is peeking through for, not that I necessarily.
All right, and so this other question that got for you was, Brooke, how important is it that you and your spouse equally divvy up chores? This was one that was just sent to you, but I'll weigh in after you.
How often? Wait, how often?
How important is
how
it
important?
for you to equally divvy up chores?
Well, super important. I mean, and it's not. It's more for everybody's like mental stability. So it's you want to make sure that everybody kind of does their share so that nobody has any resentment. So like, it doesn't even necessarily have to be like you make out a list and you're like, you do this and I do. I know with us it was like an evolution of Randall does all the outdoor stuff and he also cooks dinner every night, like goes to the grocery store and cooks dinner, just because our schedules, it's easier for that. And then I do most of the inside housework. Mainly for us, it's because I like doing that and it's therapeutic for me to do all that shit. And so everybody's mental health is better. John is trying to make out with you hardcore right now. John, our dog.
Say hello, Johnson.
He was sleeping out like a light over here a minute ago. I don't know what woke him up.
He's ready to be done. Right when we start hitting about an hour, he's like, wrap it up.
He is. He's like, let's go. We need to go to the bedroom.
We need a snack, big guy.
Yeah.
Which means he gets a snack.
Let's go get some popcorn.
Some bullshit. John said doesn't recommend having kids in your 40s.
All right.
Can't go against the podfather.
I know.
Mentally, though, he's a 15-year-old boy. It's true.
I mean, we're not much
But
older
smart.
than that. Mentally.
No, we're not. We're definitely not.
I mean, I don't,
But here's what I was going to say about the chores. You're never going to split it 50-50.
No.
Nothing's ever going to be 50. If you try to make shit 50-50, someone's going to be pissed off. So you just find your imaginary 50-50.
And there's
Let
going
it
to be
evolve.
days where you do more, and there's going to be days where I do more, and it's just finding that balance to where you should know your partner well enough to know if they need you to pick up some slack, and vice versa. You know?
Jen just said, "Okay, Randall, what's with the dog Frenching?"
Yeah.
I was looking with John. Strictly for the show value. We did not touch
There were no-
tongues. He licks buttholes a lot, so I'm not gonna
And he
touch tongues.
likes to give kisses. That's my fault, because when he was a puppy, I was like, kiss, 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 kiss. And then now I'm like, get your fucking
His breath
mouth away
smells
from me.
like a rotten fish's diarrhea.
that was lit on fire.
He has
And then
terrible
shit out
breath.
again. Yeah.
But he is lovable and sweet.
He's the best.
And he
He's
has a
so sweet.
Deadpool shirt on.
It's a medium Deadpool shirt, but
Dave
he
says
looks adorable.
surveys show roughly 70-30 split is preferable with domestic chores, female to male. So 70% female, 30% male.
Okay.
Dave, bringing it hard.
Like,
I don't think, I
Well,
just
and
think
like,
it may be, that may be more
the
right.
inside domestic chores, yeah, that might be the case here. You do some vacuuming sometimes, and then I'm like, okay, thanks.
Well, no, there's a lot of that's going to happen. Hell no, Beth. She said, "Do you share your milk with him, Randy?" That's a never.
He doesn't share his milk with me.
Nobody.
Barely.
That shit
He'll let
doesn't
me
happen.
take a sip, and then he'll let our son take a sip. Maybe sometimes.
Very rare. I've let Gunnar take one sip once,
And then you're
I
like,
gave
keep it.
to him. Yeah. It is hardcore a OCD phobia thing with me. It hurts.
Oh, there you go, John. Men can't read minds. If you want us to do something,
No,
just
and
tell
here's
us.
the thing with women, and this is the truth, and I was going to say this, is a big change with the chores is knowing your spouse enough to know, I know that if I do certain things, she's just going to do it again how she likes it. So it's a waste of effort. My effort would be better out cutting the grass or tending to the flowers or something, because if I go in and do the dishwasher, she's going to reload it again. I know that, and it doesn't matter what she said. If I vacuum, she's going to re-vacuum.
I have not
going to hit.
I have not re-vacuumed ever since we moved into this house.
We don't have as much, like, I cover it pretty well up here because this carpet's so new, so I'm into it. But old times, my half-ass vacuuming jobs, you would follow me up.
It was a smaller house too.
Yeah. But the dishwashing,
It's easier to
if
do.
I clean the kitchen, she'll re-clean it. Like, I just know that that's going to happen.
The kitchen and the bathrooms I'm pretty particular about, so I'm like, just don't fucking touch it. I mean, the dishwasher, like, you can unload it, but yeah, when you load it, you don't do it right.
But John is true. Ladies, here's a news bulletin. Men can't
said
read
that.
minds.
I just said that.
And see, I wasn't listening.
I know you weren't.
I guess because I can't talk and listen. That's impossible. Chad says, yeah, you got to hit guys with a 2x4 to the head if you want it to get through.
I can't talk and listen and read comments on Facebook. Oh God.
No, that's what it was. And this is true. Jen Fackler and Bethany just said that if she says it too many times, then she's nagging. That's true. And that's a very subtle art that spouses have to learn. Mm-hmm. And that goes both ways of when you either become like too domineering or whatever you want to call it.
That's
Either
shit you
way.
got to work out. It's never going to be perfect
And no
at
one
the
can
beginning.
explain it. And no one can explain it. You have to feel that.
And it's different with each couple too. It's like one person might have to say things a few times and then be like, hey, stick it up your ass or take the fucking trash out. And then be like, oh, my bad. Did you ask me to take like, but you got to work that shit out like in your own relationship the way that,
Oddly, Brooke takes the trash out in our relationship. Usually that is a male chore.
I always have. Even at our old house with the long ass driveway.
Mm-hmm. I did take the can to the curb today.
You did in this house. It's 4
7
steps.
feet.
It's not really much of a chore. But yes, I appreciate it. You didn't take the recycling out there, but
no, I did.
I got you.
I did half of it though.
You did, and I appreciate it. I would treat taking the trash out of the old house like a mini workout.
I'd be willing to bet, because Dave just backed me up on that. That same thing with him and his wife and the dishwasher and the goddamn dishwasher. I would bet that's pretty common, male to female. That females hate the way males load the dishwasher. And I know I load it terrible because I don't see visually
what makes sense.
The point. The only thing I do see a point, and I used to be bad about this, is putting a huge bowl at the bottom and then cut. That way nothing gets washed.
Thank you. I'm glad you at least realized the physics of it.
The way you organize it is a you thing. To me, it probably makes sense logically, and I just don't see it.
Well, for one, it makes sense because everything's going to get clean. The way you put things in, you almost will put Tupperware in there with the lids on shut and think it's going to get washed. You put stuff all up on top of each other. You put like Tupperware lids literally like on top of each other, like stacked in there. I'm like, that's not going to get clean. Like it's shit like that I'm like, dude, come on.
Totally. And I've definitely have been known to put some plates in the dishwasher that are questionable if a pressure washer could even get the food off them.
Well, because that's another thing is you'll just leave it out on the counter and not like put a drop of water on it.
I'll burn the cheese dip into the bowl in the microwave and then just think that soap will.
You're like, why is the dishwasher get it off? I'm like, because it's concrete at this point. Yeah.
I've ruined more Tupperware, Dave, than anybody alive.
Oh, for sure. That's why the last time I threw away, I had to throw it. We can't have plastic Tupperware. We have to use glass Tupperware, which now the other side of the coin is we've broken, I think, 3 at this point over like a year.
Here's the funny thing, though, because I will heat things up in the microwave to the temperature of lava.
No less than 5 minutes. Nothing goes in the microwave for less than 5 minutes. And it could be a piece of toast.
Well, nothing is right. Like if you get, let's say, pizza rolls, which I love, the instructions will say 1 minute. 1 minute, and they're not done. They're not even close. You're going to get a possible cool center, and nothing is more disgusting than a cool center of a pizza roll.
You haven't eaten pizza rolls in 6 years.
Bull crap. I had them not long ago.
Gunnar was a baby when he ate them all the time.
I've always eaten them, and they're like a midnight snackleton.
Okay.
With ranch dressing. One of my loves. But yeah, so I've come up with the Randy time. Mm-hmm. Everything is however many minutes, usually at least times 2, with a 12 on the end of the minutes. So if it's a minute and a half,
this is a new
3 minutes,
fun
12
fact.
seconds.
The 12?
12 seconds, yes. Everything's a 12.
Okay.
I'm a psychopath.
You are a psychopath. That is weird.
I'm a psycho.
When I
Adam Carolla has said, he put in his book, that people are idiots, and if they were smart to save themselves time, if something says 2 minutes, you do 2 minutes, 22 seconds, and you save the time of having to push the other buttons. If you do the math over your lifetime, it's like a whole hour
of life.
Of life.
I don't know if I need that hour. It's a lot of thinking. Jen Fackler said Chad fixes how I load the dishwasher, and it drives me nuts. Just use paper plates. End of discussion. There is a right way and a wrong way, Jen. I'm sorry. There's a right way and a wrong way, and you and Randall obviously do it wrong.
I can't acknowledge John pretending that ranch dressing is gross. That's ridiculous. What an idiot. Here's the weird thing. You love blue cheese.
Maybe it's a Southern thing.
And you don't like ranch. I like ranch. Throw up at blue cheese.
Yeah, ranch is okay. I just prefer blue cheese over ranch.
Blue cheese tastes like feet.
Ranch tastes like feet. Okay, ranch is okay to me. It just tastes a little bit like spoiled milk to me.
That's what goat cheese is, though. Or not goat, blue cheese is spoiled milk.
True.
So that's
You're
weird.
saying to me it tastes like
you're
it's got like
psychopath.
it's got some kind of like weird tang to it that I don't, almost like Miracle Whip or something, that it's like
No,
it's
never.
like
Nothing is Miracle Whip.
no,
but
and
Miracle Whip.
I will never. Miracle Whip makes me want to vomit, but I'm saying ranch dressing is like almost on that spectrum. But I still like it because I love the fucking ranch dressing at Rafferty's. I used to work at
you like it when it's certain places.
Cajun
you like
Ranch,
the
yeah.
But it's now the Miracle Whip's got me all sideways. That's one way to make me
Red hot.
question our friendship and question
I just
anybody.
meant like
If John Buchanan likes Miracle Whip,
or
I'm gonna
friendship
be highly
friendship over. See, Chad Backler likes
blue cheese.
blue cheese.
Yeah, I mean, I know John likes ranch, like you said, with chicken wings. But no, with a pizza roll, ranch dressing is the tits.
Okay, and don't lie, you eat ranch with fucking everything.
Everything.
Everything. If we get pizza, like we're picking up a pizza from Papa John's or Pizza Hut or whatever, and we don't have ranch dressing at the house, it is code red.
Go to the store.
Immediately go to the store. He literally cannot eat pizza without ranch dressing. It's like, well, then I'm going to starve. I can't eat it.
No dinner for me.
He could have a whole pizza in front of him and not be able to eat it because he has no ranch dressing. It's fucking ridiculous.
Don't bring that Kraft bullshit ranch. That is basically.
Oh, it
blue
has
cheese,
to be
Hidden
the Paul.
Valley.
No, I thought it had to be Paul Newman.
It is. No, it's Ken's Steakhouse.
Ken's Steakhouse. Why do
or
I
Hidden Valley.
Okay. I can know what the label looks like. I was thinking it was Paul, but Ken's Steakhouse.
Yeah, never Crafts.
Fuck you, Kraft.
That Kraft ranch is bullshit. Now, as a not close second, but a distant second, in a pinch, I will use Thousand Island with my pizza and make people throw up.
Thousand Island. Okay, Thousand Island, period, is fucking gross. Talk about spoiled mayonnaise is what that sounds like, or what that tastes like.
I get, when I'm feeling freaky, some Thousand Island can hit the spot.
Thousand Island's
sometimes.
gross. I'm sorry, it's nasty.
I don't like it on Big Macs and shit, like the McDonald's Thousand Island. It's weird to me on Big Macs.
Yeah.
I'm still upset about. I've never understood the craze with the McRib, and that's going to hit John right in the tits because I know he's had a whole thing with his girlfriend and the McRib. And
most people are obsessed. I mean, of course, I don't eat anything with a hoof, so I've never had a McRib, and I'm not. There's no fucking way it's rib meat.
Comes out shaped like that
with no bones in it.
And no bones.
It's shaped like a rack of ribs with no bones in it. It's gross. Yeah. There was a whole Simpsons episode about it that was essentially like they made a whole. I know you don't watch The Simpsons, but they made a whole episode about it that was very reminiscent of Requiem for a Dream, but it was like Homer's addiction was the McRib. It was pretty funny.
Why are they so rubbery? Like, I remember I tried one time.
It looks
I bit into it and I was like, holy shit, this is rubber.
It looks like you could put it on your feet and swim in the ocean with them.
Dude, DJ is a nasty bastard. He's a Miracle Whip fan and he thinks McRibs are
DJ.
by McDonald's. DJ.
Well, McDonald's, I would be fine if McDonald's never existed. So
you would be. I've never ever heard you say I'd like some McDonald's ever. Not ever.
That's never something that's going to come out of my mouth. Now, breakfast, I'll eat, but it's not like I'm going to be like, I want to go to McDonald's for breakfast.
Even when I brought you the Egg White Delight with no meat, which is a fried egg sandwich or
on a
bagel.
English muffin.
English muffin. Yeah, you'll eat that, but you're always like, fuck, fine.
You're like, I'm going to McDonald's. I'm like, all right.
I hate you.
And if it's like, oh, it's the only thing, and we're like on a road trip, and McDonald's is the only choice, and I'll eat breakfast there. And if we stop there in the middle of the day, it's like I'll get one of those,
Blizzards
coffee, or the McCafe coffee milkshake thing. But yeah, it's even the fries just make my mouth feel like they're have a film of oil and grossness.
I have to make a statement here
What?
about DJ.
What?
He's now officially, I don't know if I could ever break bread with him. He eats mayo on his eggs.
What?
Well, I say that, but I make egg sandwiches with Duke's
Yeah.
mayonnaise.
No, yeah.
But if you just throw a glob of mayonnaise on your scrambled eggs, DJ, you're a savage.
Why is that weird though? Because you're exactly right. I love egg salad. Egg salad's like one of
Yeah, it's a matter of if they're scrambled. I'm with Jen. If they're scrambled and you throw a
and they're
spoonful
hot.
on it, we're gonna have to talk.
And they're hot.
But
or
if
like a fried egg and just but a fried egg sandwich.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's fine. It's all in context. So
Or
DJ, explain yourself.
Scrambled egg sandwich. You do that all the time.
I know, but if you take the bread away and you just got a pile of scrambled eggs
With
with
mayonnaise
a
on
huge
it,
glop of
It's
mayo,
almost no different
you're
though.
a crazy. I know that.
But it sounds gross. But
I
it's
agree.
literally the same thing.
So I'm waiting on DJ's response to figure out how he eats the mayo because he's on the fence right now.
But egg salad too, we put mustard in it
We
too.
do. Mustard and mayo, have to. Mustard, mayo, you're all wrong. I'm right. That's from DJ. Oh, so he does just put it on scrambled eggs.
But honestly,
Savage. Logically, it makes the same sense.
it really, but it just like in my head, I'm like, that's
optically,
wrong.
it's disgusting.
That's wrong. Even though, let me throw some bread in between that, or like on top of that mayonnaise and egg. Yeah, there's no reason that we should think that's weird. Honestly,
No, I mean, I've done ketchup on my scrambled eggs if I'm feeling real
I've
freaky.
gotten ketchup in my scrambled eggs because it's mixed in from my hash browns. Because I'll just eat scrambled eggs and hash browns and have it all mixed together.
DJ says it's not a huge glob, but it's more than you'd be cool with, I'm sure.
More than you're
Hilarious.
comfortable with. It's out of your comfort zone of mayonnaise to egg ratio.
I feel like people are starting to learn, like, I'm never, ever going to go eat with
No,
Randall and
it's
Brooke.
not. I'm never going to go eat with Randall. Just don't ever expect to prepare a meal for Randall.
Yeah, you'll be disappointed. And
That's
you'll
where
hate me.
everybody just needs to know right off the bat that, like, it's a nightmare. That's why he does the cooking, because and he says, like, he likes my cooking fine, but it was fairly early on that I was like, oh, this motherfucker's too picky. And this is a chore. And he could tell that it was like, I don't really want to scare you away. So you opened up like your palate as well so that you could cook more things that I would like and not just like.
Well, you've made more progress than anyone. You got me eating mushrooms, avocado. These are things that used to make me throw up. Like, I hated people that ate those
Mushrooms,
things.
avocado, sushi.
Sushi, yeah, it was your fault. You opened up a monster because I can throw down sushi.
I unleashed the beast with that one. When I finally was
ate
like,
so much
eat this.
sushi. You were like, I'm over sushi.
Yeah. But I had to be like, eat this goddamn piece of raw fish or I'm going to punch you in the face.
And I like licked it.
Because you were like, it has to be cooked. I'm like, I'm telling you right now, it tastes less fishy when it's raw. And it was like not computing until you put it in your mouth and you were like, oh my God, this is so much better.
No, I'm with Chad here. Eggs and hash browns covered in gravy is fine. I'm fine with that. And you would be too when I make your gravy without beef in
When
it
it's
or
not beef
sausage.
gravy. Yeah.
Yeah, chicken gravy. I mean, I make you your
Yeah.
own version, but Brooke will mix everything together.
I'll mix everything on my plate all together in one bite. It's all going to the same place. If it's on my plate, it can be mixed together.
100%. And I'm like, keep them.
You're the opposite.
There's certain
Yeah.
things that don't go together.
I don't
and
care. I like it all.
Optically, it hurts me. What did I make the other night that looked terrible? And I ate it, and I said, it's
It was
actually
the
pretty
quiche.
good. Yes. It was hard for me.
It was
I made
so
my
good.
first quiche,
It's delicious.
and I'd never made one. What was in it?
Vegetables
Eggs.
and I don't know. You tell me. It was like cheese and chicken and veggies.
Buffalo
and
chicken.
Okay.
It was buffalo chicken quiche.
DJ said Beth is the Randall of food in our relationship. She wants it her way or no way at all. Yep, that's Randall.
Yeah. And it's fair to. I think it's better that way, to be honest, and up front. I can't do like you, because if I try to force it down, you're going to know, because I'm going to gag. I'm going to look like a toddler.
Well, I'm not forcing food down.
I just others. You as in other people.
I just generally like a broader range of food than you do. And I've given you tons of credit in the past that you have broadened your palate like so much. Yes, since we've been together. You were just like our kid.
Of a toddler.
Yeah, when we met, you were just like our kid. You ate 4 things.
Pizza, burgers, and
tacos. And they all have to be well done hot dogs.
Hot dogs
that are charcoal briquettes, basically.
And no one will ever
still
change my mind.
But that was your menu. That was the stuff. That was the only thing you would choose from, and so you have come a long way.
The story about the quiche is it looked so weird. Like I'd never even ate a quiche, but I made one and I took my first bite with the fork. I remember looking at it and I was like, all right, I'm going to go ahead and apologize, babe. I don't know how this is going to be. This looks like maybe a swing and a miss. And then I ate it and I'm like, I hate how this looks. But it tastes okay. And then I ate all of it. I was like, that actually is pretty good. I just can't look at it go in my mouth. Like
I know.
I had to look away from my fork.
So weird.
But I ate it all. Powered through it.
But that's what I'm talking about. Like you were brave enough to make it because you knew that I would like it.
Oh, yeah. There's not much you won't eat and say you like. You're definitely the man in the relationship on that kind of shit. Like you'll just power through it. No one would ever know. Like someone could cook you some dog shit and they'd be like, Brooke loves my cooking. Your plate will be empty.
Because I'm always hungry.
Then we'll talk after and you'll be like, that was dog shit. Like if we eat at somebody's house, I'm like, how is it dog shit? You ate every morsel.
Like, well, I was hungry, but I didn't like. Yeah, I mean, but if I say it's bad, then it's real bad. Usually.
Well, I've never seen you though, like take a bite of somebody's food and be like, nope. I've never seen you do it. I've even seen you eat those horrible wings and eat them when they're still stringy and the skin flaps. Because that's a no-sin.
I can't anymore though. You have gotten in my head so much about wings.
Chicken wings. If you can eat the stretchy skin wings that look like
they're
roast beef.
Like they've just been like boiled.
No, if they're not crispy,
that's what I'm saying.
Wings,
like they look like they've been just boiled, and like there's no crispiness. Then I mean, yeah, I have to have my wings well done now.
Yeah, because when I watched you that time, it's the only time in my life where like you disgusted me. Watching you eat that wing that time, I was like, oh my God.
You were highly upset with me when we got in the car. You were like. Hurt.
Like it looked like they just defrosted the wings and threw them in some hot sauce.
Yeah. And typically if you get past the skin on those and you get the meat, it's just fine.
Oh God. I can't fuck with the wing.
But you can't get past the skin. Like at this point now in my life, I'm like, okay, I know I don't like that part, so I'll just take the skin off and eat the meat. But
I abandoned the wing.
You will just vomit in your own mouth and then
pass.
Yeah. And I'm like,
I'll just have lettuce or those carrots look
You're
tasty.
like, let's just stop at McDonald's on the way home. And I'm like, gross.
Oh my God. DJ was eating stretchy wings the last time we talked about this. Dude, that guy's a savage. He eats hot dogs raw behind the couch and makes Beth throw up. He will eat anything. Psychopath.
DJ and I are pals. You and Beth can have your picky 4-item menu.
John just shit his pants.
Oh, good. That's our cue. We should roll out of here then and air this room out.
You, are a nasty motherfucker.
He said, I told you I wanted to get the fuck out of here. It's time to go. Now I'm going
to He walks, now he's at the door.
Now he's going to come stretch over here by me and let one out.
Time to go, guys. We're hot boxed in here. Y'all aren't going to make it much longer.
I love that look on his face. He's like, hey.
I just shit this motherfucker up.
Hey.
All right, well, let's roll. That's disgusting.
All right,
y'all. Well, it's good to be back. We won't be having those hiatuses on a normal basis.
No, there was a lot going on, and we were both like trading off being sick. And yeah, we still need to do an episode where we like talk about the Joker for real.
Yeah.
With spoilers.
Well,
Because now it's been time
yeah.
enough where if you haven't seen it, I mean, that's your loss.
Yeah, next episode we'll dive into Joker because there's a whole lot to talk about there. But you guys have been awesome in the chat. We love you guys, and shout out to all the shows on Civilized Creatures. Whoa.
Yeah.
We got some bangers. If you haven't checked out the new Untrained Eye, do so or get the fuck out. Drinks with Larry's been on fire lately. If you haven't listened to them, they've been funnier than hell. They're back in the swing of things. Feels like old times. Angry Brian.
I know.
Larry being pissy with AA Ron and Stephanie fucking all of them with jokes. I dig it.
Yep. I like it.
Got Cinemondo, What's in Your Hometown, just released a new episode. Check them out.
I don't know. It's been so long since we've done an episode. Wait, I don't know who the creature feature is.
I don't know. Picks and Bones, though. If you haven't checked them out and you like music, what the fuck why haven't you checked out our boy Eric's show? He is finding these gems. Holy God.
What are those noises coming over there?
It was like he yawned.
What was that?
It was John.
Din.
But yeah, so check all of those shows out.
I think we might have actually been the next creature feature that we weren't. So,
maybe. But yeah, I'd rather check out everybody else.
Yeah.
Throw them some love. And check out me and Joe B on Throwing Smoke.
Oh.
Last episode we had an absolute 0 viewers when we were live. It was fun. But that doesn't matter to Joe and I about this show. This is one thing that it proves to you in life. I love that show. And it shows that if you love something, you don't give a shit what anyone thinks. Because I love talking MMA. And so does Joe.
That's perfect for you. Absolutely. I know you love that show because you
love MMA.
Of course you do. And you prepare for that and you
Balls
get
deep.
all, yeah.
So if you work, if you do what you love, you never work a day in your life. Did I say it right? That is right.
That sounds right.
Sounds right.
That sounds good. You nailed it.
So check out Throwing Smoke if you like MMA and shit. DJ, got to say, he did chime in right at the end. He jumped in, said he'd be our Brian Callen.
Yes.
And act like he knows how to fight.
Yes.
But check that show out if you want to. I think we're going to do a streaming live broadcast this Saturday of the Diaz-Jorge Masvidal fight companion. Me and Brooke will be on there with Joe, probably his wife. We're going to see if Almy will do it. Yeah, I just haven't told you about it.
Okay, what is this? What's happening? Fight companion for what?
Nate Diaz and Jorge Masvidal fighting this Saturday.
Oh, that's this
Baddest
Saturday?
for the fucker belt, yes.
Saturday Griffin's
night.
Here.
He'll be handling his business.
Okay.
That fight is the fight. If your tits aren't nipples out for that fight, you're not a human being.
No, I'm excited for that one.
There's a lot going on, so everybody come and hang out with us. And
is it going to be on the Throwing Smoke?
Yeah.
YouTube?
Oh, I don't know. Probably on the Civilized Creatures Facebook, because that's where we get more traction.
Okay.
Because it's a Civilized Creatures production and Inner Circle.
It's a collab, yeah.
They get the audio, we get the video.
Sure. So, okay. We'll post the link.
Yeah.
For everybody.
Be ready for that shit. Hang out with us. Drink. Suck your own dick.
Drink, suck your own dick. Okay.
Suck all your dicks. And we'll talk to y'all soon.
All right.